Donald Trump tried to rebrand his economic destruction through tariffs as Liberation Day yesterday, because of course he did. But in true Trump fashion, while trying to spin the story, he spun himself right into a dark corner, and Canada has already countered with a strong rebuttal and a plan against him, and I have the breaking story for you next. The plan I'm going to share that was just released by Canadian leader Mark Carney is deeply serious. But first, I want to share this related story that is at the other end of the spectrum. While posturing, Trump often says really dumb things that undermine his credibility, and yesterday was no exception. His attempt to flex power over other countries resulted in his latest unintentional comical moment, and here's Rachel Maddow's take on it.
Donald Trump just imposed an across-the-board, no exceptions, 10% tariff on Tokelau. Tokelau is 3 teeny tiny islands in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's 3 islands. It's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. About 1,500 people live there. One of the 3 islands that makes up Tokelau is apparently known for its famous swimming pigs. As for its economy, Tokelau kind of doesn't register on any international scale of economic measures because Tokelau doesn't really have much of an economy. It's basically subsistence, agriculture, and fishing and, enjoying the swimming pigs. May I introduce you to Jan Mayen Island. It is a volcano, a volcanic island mostly covered in glaciers, hundreds of miles from anything else in the Arctic Ocean. Jan Mayen, I think that's how you say it. It does have an airstrip, but nobody lives there. Population 0 humans, many polar bears. That said, rest assured, we, the American people, are now protected from the predatory economic piracy of that uninhabited island. Thanks to our genius strongman ruler who has put the American government to work, Donald Trump has just slapped a 10% tariff on Jan Mayen Island, just in case anyone ever moves up there and tries to screw us over with their Jan Mayen Island underpriced exports. On the other end of the world, there's Heard, H-E-A-R-D, Heard Island, and also McDonald Island. They're in Antarctica. They are only reachable by boat, and it takes 2 weeks by sea to get there from Australia. Heard and McDonald Island, I know I don't have to apologize. I'm not offending anybody. They're totally uninhabited, both of them. They're also active volcanoes, so even if you wanted to move there, even the penguins might caution you, right? The uninhabited Antarctic volcanoes of Heard and McDonald Islands were just slapped by Donald Trump today with a steep 10% tariff. Are you tired of all the winning, America?
Now let's switch from Trump levity to his so-called liberation. The penguins of Heard and McDonald Island may not have had much to say about his assault on the global economy, but Canada sure did. And not only were Carney's words sharp, they included a rally cry for the rest of the world. Have a listen.
The global economy is fundamentally different today than it was yesterday. The system of global trade anchored on the United States that Canada has relied on since the end of the Second World War, a system that, while not perfect, has helped to deliver prosperity for our country for decades, is over. Our old relationship of steadily deepening integration with the United States is over. The 80-year period when the United States embraced the mantle of global economic leadership, when it forged alliances rooted in trust and mutual respect, and championed the free and open exchange of goods and services, is over. Well, this is a tragedy. It is also the new reality. We must respond with both purpose and force. We are a free, sovereign, and ambitious country. We are masters in our own home. I told the President that I will be working hard for the next month to earn the right to represent Canada in those discussions, to get the best deal for Canada under the new U.S. approach. At the same time, Canada must be looking elsewhere to expand our trade, to build our economy, and to protect our sovereignty. Canada is ready to take a leadership role in building a coalition of like-minded countries who share our values. We believe in international cooperation. We believe in the free and open exchange of goods, services, and ideas. And if the United States no longer wants to lead, Canada will.
Mark Carney's statement signals a seismic shift in global economics and a painful breakup between Canada and the United States. Trump's so-called Liberation Day is really a proclamation of economic isolationism and a resignation from global leadership. And what Carney just did there is fascinating because he displayed the kind of leadership that, ironically, Trump is not capable of. By turning this disaster into an opportunity for his country and others, he will be upholding the democratic and friendly economic values that the United States once stood for. In essence, Donald Trump is creating a void that Mark Carney is filling. If Carney's vision holds, a coalition of like-minded nations will form, resulting in stronger ties outside of the U.S. and economic self-reliance. In short, Donald Trump's abusive relationship strategy isn't just going to push away our partners, it's going to drive them into each other's arms. I'm Dan. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments below, and let's continue to occupy democracy together.